I would like to call up one of our sponsors from the Children's Trust, Vivianne Bohorques, to give us a few words. We're very thankful for the sponsorship. It is through sponsorship that we are able to give the services that we provide in these conventions. And those of you that were not here this morning, they were great workshops. And I hope that you come back tomorrow and bring people to come with you, because the workshops were great. And it's a long day, so a lot of them went home because they started at 8:30. But bring some more people tomorrow, because tomorrow we have a full day of great activities, and your support is greatly appreciated. Okay, so if we could have Vivianne come up and address us.
Thank you, Mari. It's an honor for us to be here today. On behalf of the Children's Trust, we are proud to sponsor this event that will provide opportunity for important dialogue around critical issues facing our community. I'm going to share brief remarks about what we do at the Children's Trust and how our work aligns with the topics you're going to be discussing. The Children's Trust is a dedicated source of revenue from property taxes established over a voter referendum in 2002. Our mission is to partner with the community to plan, advocate for, and fund strategic investments that improve the lives of all children and families in Miami-Dade. We envision a community that works together to provide the essential foundations to enable children to reach their full potential. Our services are available throughout Miami-Dade County with over 2,000 site locations that run our programs. But there's a special concentration in the areas where there are larger numbers of children and where children are living in poverty. Our key funding initiatives fall under the categories of parenting, early childhood development, youth development, health and wellness, and family and neighborhood support partnerships. Our parenting support programs are funded at approximately $12 million. They utilize family coaches, social workers, and nurses to provide group and individual support to nearly 3,000 families, of which 30% have children with disabilities and 56% live in high poverty neighborhoods. We invest nearly $17 million in early childhood development programming, and this includes providing matching funds for child care slots for over 2,200 young children, and quality improvement support and professional development for over 400 early child care providers through our initiative called Quality Counts. It's really focused on not just increasing slots for child care slots for the community, but quality child care slots. We recognize that, and oftentimes there's a childcare kind of desert in many of our communities, even more so for quality programming, which is really what we're focusing on pushing. Through our early childhood initiative, we also have early intervention summer programs serving more than 500 young children with disabilities, and developmental screening support and care coordination for children birth to 8. Our largest investment, though, by and far, is in youth development programming. At around $43 million is where we invest around youth development. This provides funding for more than 200 after-school programs, which serve around 12,000 elementary school children and middle school children, about 180 summer camps with more than 21,000 kids, and 62 youth programs with nearly 2,000 middle and high school students. These programs are located across the county and oftentimes are in public schools, parks, and other community locations. They are safe spaces that include literacy and physical fitness components, in addition to academic supports and enriching extracurricular activities, typically in the STEM and arts field. For children in high school, they often include service learning components, leadership building, college prep, and summer employment. We actually just launched again, doing a program in partnership with the school district and the county that provides 1,300 high school students with summer internships, paid summer internships. And that's a very strong collaboration between those three entities. Our third largest investment, though, is within of about $16 million in health and wellness programs. And this includes school health programs for 145 public schools across the county, and insurance enrollment assistance programs for more than 4,100 children and families across the county. Our family and neighborhood support programs is funded at around $11 million, and they support 3,600 families facing the most kind of grave challenges associated in our community, typically around concentrated poverty at the neighborhood level, as well as special populations for families who are struggling with family conflict, parental incarceration, foster care placement, LGBTQ youth, and unaccompanied immigrant children. Aside from these direct services, so many of what I talked about is providing direct services to family and children across the county. We also are involved in significant public policy, legislative, and advocacy efforts, community citizen engagement and leadership development, cross-funder collaboration, really thinking of how we draw down. We are a funder, a public funder, but we're not the only funder. And how do we leverage our dollars to bring in additional dollars into our community? And then we also provide an array of supports around quality programming. So it's not just about an after-school program or a child care center, but quality programming, and how we provide significant amount of program professional development, program evaluation, and community outreach. And we have an innovation fund that allows organizations to pilot new ideas, a new way to address existing issues in our community. And while we can't take full credit for many of the positive trends we're seeing in Miami-Dade County, we know we've certainly contributed to them over the last 14 years. No one institution has the resources to address or move the needle on many of these up or down, which is why partnering with parents, providers, and key stakeholders across the community is embedded within our mission. And although we're seeing progress in many of these indicators, we recognize that there's so much more to do. And which is why collaboration and conversations like this are so critical to the work. So as you engage in this important dialogue, know that the Children's Trust is a partner in addressing our community's most pressing issues in an effort to improve the lives of children and families in Miami-Dade County. So thank you for having me.